Hi, today I'm going to be breaking down the ZYIA compensation plan and putting hopefully some more meaning and understanding behind all the definitions of our volume that we have within ZYIA. So the first thing I want to cover is the terminology about volume. I want to explain the difference between PV, QV, and CV. So first of all, I want to explain PV. PV is the number, this is the one you see when you log into your back office. You're going to see your PV on the left-hand side on the home screen. And this number includes any purchases that have been made from online parties, in-person parties, any orders that or sales that have come in from your online rep website. But this number also includes anything that you have purchased using your rep discount, that 25% off. So if you've gone in and you've made some purchases for yourself using your discount or giving your discount to anyone else, this number is going to include those as well. So it's not accurate to use this number to figure out what you're going to make commission off of, because some of the sales that you will not be making commission off of will also be included in your PV. Okay, next up, I'm going to explain what the difference is between qualifying volume and commissionable volume, so your QV and your CV. Now this can get kind of confusing, so I'm going to break it down as easily as I can. QV, your qualifying volume, is what the item is retail. This is what you're going to see after you take away shipping, take away the tax, just the retail value of the item. That is your qualifying volume. Now again, you're not going to make commission off of anything that you've used your 25% discount off. So I'm just referring to items that have been purchased at retail. You're going to have a qualifying volume of whatever that item is at retail. Now CV is a little bit different. Commissionable volume is your commission that you make from this qualifying volume. Now we make whatever your rank is. Let's say you're making 20%, your junior rep or senior rep, you're making 20% off commission off your sales. So you would be making, let's say you have a qualifying volume of $100. So we make commission off 75% of whatever the retail is. So for example, let's say you had your qualifying volume of $100. You're going to times that by 0.75 to get 75% of that qualifying volume. That is your commissionable volume. Okay, so now that you've figured out what your commissionable volume is, now you can figure out what you'll actually make for your commission, depending on what your rank is. Let's say you're a junior rep or senior rep and you make 20% off your sales. So you're going to figure out, you already figured out, let's say you had a $100 retail, and you're going to have $75 of that is your commissionable volume. So now you can figure out, you times it by the 0.2 to get your 20%, and that's going to give you, so $15 is what you'd make off that. Now let's say you have already hit your $1,000 for the month. So you're going to add on an extra 10% to that 20%. So now you're making 30% back from all your commissionable volume, which would mean you would make $22.50 off of that. So what I want to explain too, sometimes it makes more sense to buy things at retail. Now what do I mean by that? So for example, let's say you're a junior rep or senior rep and you are making 20% back commission. So at this point, you're going to use your back office and place personal orders if you want to take advantage of that 25% off rep discount. That makes sense. However, let's say you have already hit that $1,000 this month. Your 10% override is kicking in, so you're no longer making 20%, you're making 30%. So if you think about it, it would actually make more sense to place an item, place the order at full retail, because instead of saving that 25%, you're actually going to be making 30% back in commission. So it would make more sense to do it that way. Now sometimes, and myself included, I don't always want to dish out up front, even though in the end I'm going to be making an extra 5%. Sometimes I just don't want to do it. I don't want to front the money. So that's fine. If you don't want to do that, place the orders as a personal order and save that 25%. But if you're in a position and you can pay full retail for the item and wait for your commission check to come in, you'll make an extra 5% back. So it sometimes makes more sense to go that route rather than using the 25% discount in your back office.